Okay, good. Seem to be live. Nip Nip, welcome. You're my #1 fan. You're my #1 chocobo is what you are. Don't you forget it. On. Yes, new game. And Kirito Marksman. Welcome to the stream. Around. On, a new game. Yes, it's Albion Online. I mentioned on the Discord and a couple of other places that I'd be playing this when it went live, and it just went live an hour ago. So I've already made myself a little suit of equipment. Oh, good lord. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Benneth, hey Arcadean, long time, yes. I know, it's been a long time since we've done live stream. I keep waiting for DevCat to sort out the arenas in Mabinogi Duel, just never happens. Twitch is making you watch Norwegian ads before you can watch the stream, Moth. No, okay. Well, I hope they're interesting Norwegian ads anyway. I know Japan has some fantastic ads, but I don't know what Norway's like. I am looking for some copper ore, and it does not seem to exist. What is that? Oh, there's some copper ore. I am trying to make a fire staff. Incidentally, it's been a while since I did the live stream stuff, and I've had to rejigger a whole bunch of things in the interim, so if anything's not working, you know, sound or video, just let me know. Not fantastic like Japan, sadly. Aww. Have I thought about my build? Am I going for 5 mage? Currently, I'm swinging between going for just a general staff build and kind of splitting my focus between all of those just so that I can go wherever I need to go. And a dual swords build, which I really enjoyed when I was playing the beta, but I didn't really... it doesn't have an awful lot of answers to a lot of situations. It does one thing. It does it very well, but it just does that one thing. Nip Nip, what is the game? It is called Albion Online. It's a game for Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and the iPhone. You can play it on all of those platforms simultaneously, basically, which is awesome. Musab, hello, welcome. King kind of reminds you of Path of Exile as a free-to-play. Unfortunately, it's not free-to-play. Currently, it costs $30. But we don't know whether the developers are going to be lowering the prices, offering special discounts or deals. We really don't know. They said once upon a time that they were hoping to aim for around a $10 price tag, but we just haven't heard any official word on it since then. Moth, the iOS version isn't released yet, right? No, the iOS version is in the works. It should be up in the next few weeks, hopefully. Apple's kind of an asshole when it comes to mobile games. They really make it very difficult for developers to put their stuff up on the iTunes store. And when they do, they fleece them for as much money as they can get. So it's taking the developers a little longer to get it up on the iOS than they might want. Musab, you think your friend has an account but he didn't like it and not playing gonna watch your vid and get his pass. If you're like, oh, that'd be good, yeah, grab his. Nip Nip, you're currently playing Path of Exile, yes. you bugged me to live stream that at one point. It never really happened. I did download it. It never really happened. But this is kind of, I suppose it's Path of Exile-y in a way. You know, open world MMO, as you can see from all the players wandering around. You have your own islands, you have your own cities. You can get involved in city battles. If your guild controls a city, another guild can attack it, and you can actually, you know, fight in the streets for control over the city. It's pretty awesome. Benno, Apple has strict censorship and too many rules. They do. I agree. Moth, this is the kind of game that is a lot more fun in a social setting, you think? Yes. It's fun to play by yourself because there's a lot to do. Private islands, guild islands, cities, castles, watchtowers, nodes, special hellgates that you can enter, PvE rather, PvP, group battles, solo battles. It's got a lot to it. But yeah, it is definitely more fun in the social setting. You can play it solo, but more fun social. I cannot find... Oh no, wait, I do have 8 copper ore. There we go. It's over here. I'll just speed up then. Whoosh. So currently I'm just trying to work through the original, the initial tutorial quest so that we can get a hold of a donkey to ride. Yay. I have the little chat thing open in the bottom left, but webcam's masking it. If anybody does have the game and anybody wants to jump in and get involved in the Arcanauts Guild, do let me know in the chat, and then jump into the game, send me a friend request. I'll add and promote everybody who adds me during this live stream. Gotta love riding that ass, right, Ark? Yes, thanks for that, Moth. That's awesome. What classes are available? It's a classless system. The abilities that you get... Hold on, I'll just pull over here. The abilities that you get, as you can see down here, I've got like Beginner Strike, Mend Wounds, and Sprint. All of these are not tied into classes. They're tied into your equipment over here. So my sword, for example, if I use a broadsword, that comes with a couple of abilities. And the higher ranking your sword is, the more abilities you can equip on your sword. And the same goes for chest pieces, legs. Shields don't get any, helmets get some, and so on and so forth. So theoretically, you could wear heavy armor chest, light armor boots, medium armor helmet, have a staff in one hand and have a torch in the other, or you could have a sword in this hand and a staff in this hand and full plate mail armor, or whatever you like. You can customize your ability set as in any way that you want, and it's all tied in with the Destiny board, which you can see here. All these skills branch out into sub skills, which branch out into sub skills. So there's a lot to it, as you can see, a massive amount. But you know, this is the combat skills over here. These are the farming skills, these are the gathering skills, and these are the crafting skills, and they all branch out from there. It's pretty awesome. Donkeys are cute. Yeah, okay, save it for Tijuana, Moth. Kirito, I'm so far from you. Yeah, you start out in random locations, which makes it a little bit awkward to meet up. I'm just going to do the starting quests until I get my ass, and then I'm going to run to Caer Leon, which is the center town, and then I'm going to buy a private island and a guild island. Moth, the build you were working on with a hammer torch crowd control support. There you go. I love it. I have no idea what's involved, but it's fantastic. What's wrong with him? Oh, he had a duel and he's been knocked out, I guess. Bennett, that sounds cool. Infinite possibilities. Yeah, literally infinite possibilities. There are so many combinations. And when I did the beta, the closed beta, I ran through as many as I possibly could, and they were all viable. I tried everything. I tried like a shield in one hand and dagger in the other, full plate mail armor. That worked out really well. I tried going for full cloth and staff. That worked out really well. I tried going for an assassin with 2 swords, 1 in each hand. That worked out very well. It's got a lot of possibility, the build system. I really like it. Next up, I need birch logs. So, where's got some birch logs? Somebody subscribed. I covered that up. Farnju the Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate it. What am I doing? Birch logs, yes. So we'll go to Field Haven. They've got a bunch of things that we can fight as well. Bring up the chat again. That would be helpful. Also got your chest here, but I'm going to keep all of my stuff at the moment. Hey, no matter. Ayo, just arrived after finishing all your assignments. Yay, Albion looks great. Too bad you can't afford it. Yeah, that sucks. I wish your price point was just a bit lower. $30 is an awful lot for people to invest in right out the gate. Especially since the only ones that are the only packs that are available right now are the starter packs. You can't get the founder packs anymore. Like I did quite well for my packs. I got, not that, I got my 30 days of premium, and I got 2,200 gold. I spent like 500 of it, or whatever it was, on getting the guild set up. Moth, you will recall watching 2 very different high-level assassins fight in town. Yeah, one was medium armor with a scythe and a magic helm, and the other was wielding a spear and heavy armor. Both were using mainly assassin's clothing. Very cool fight to watch. Yeah, you get some really awesome battles in the game. I'm looking for birch. If anybody sees any birch, shout out. Give me a shout out. That tree's too old to cut down. But yeah, oh, here's some birch. Good. Yeah, you can get some really, really interesting builds. I had, what was it, Assassin's Armor, Knight's helm, mage's cowl, dual swords for a while, which worked really, really well because it had a charging ability that gave you a shield, which was fantastic. No, this is mine! Oh, I got the rough logs. Dang it. Okay, what do we need? We just need 7 more of these logs. And thanks to my premium bonus, I'm getting extra logs, which is awesome. Oh, 1 off. Come on. They seem to have set the resources to super fast regeneration right now as well, because so many people are flooding the game. Return to the Royal Crafter, good. Martin, all the time you were playing during the beta, you never even ended up doing any dungeons. They look cool though. Yeah, they are awesome. There's like 3 different types of dungeon as well, and one of those types of dungeon has like 4 or 5 subsets. So that's awesome. Bennett, you'd like to see a mage with 2 shields with spells and 2 poison, bleed, and status elements. Well, you can't get spells without using a staff. So you could have a staff and a shield, but you couldn't have 2 shields. And you'd have no equipment that was giving you any spells. But yeah, staff and shield is definitely doable. You just have to make sure it's a one-handed staff, not the two-handed, obviously. Martin, the only thing you can dual wield is swords. You can also dual wield daggers. Technically, claws are dual wield. They are specific subsets. Can't dual wield axes? I mean, technically, you could. I think you can have an axe in one hand and an axe in the offhand. If they're both one-handed axes, in fact, yeah, no, you definitely you can have. If it's a one-handed anything, you can have 2 of it. So you could have 2 daggers, 2 swords, 2 axes, 2 shields, 2 torches. As long as it's one-handed, it can go in both hand slots. It's not necessarily a great idea, although double axes is pretty good because they have lifesteal. As I know some people were using that to good advantage during the beta. Alright, there we go. Good. What are we doing? Lord Volpe the White, is this game live? Yes, it is. As of 1 hour and 13 minutes ago. Metal and timber, and craft your fire staff, must craft copper bars and birch planks. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so where's the smelter? It's over here. And anybody that jumps in now and sends me a friend request is automatically added to the Arcanauts Guild and auto-promoted, in case that's a lure to anybody. And there's an auction house as well, in case anybody was curious, which is very, very useful. Is this a smelter? No, this is the stonemason. Where's the smelter? I'm so confused. Wait. Does anybody know if the queue is... I have no idea how long the queue is, I'm afraid. Smelter was tiny. Ah, there he is. There we are. I knew he was hiding in there somewhere. The forge is in the smelter. The what? Doesn't make any sense. The smelter is the smelter. This is the smelter. The forge is something different. How many copper bars do we need? I forget. It doesn't tell me. Mine will just copper them all up. And the lumber jack is over there. Yeah, that was a bit weird, dude. The forge is in the smelter. Oh. Nobody can use it then. It's way too hot in there. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's all I need. Oh, the forge is the smelter. Yeah, 'cause it was, okay. Well, still wrong. I read it wrong. I read it wrong and you said the wrong thing. Everyone's at fault. That's the best way. It is so busy here. I do not envy people trying to play this on, you know, copper bar. Oh, planks. Yes, that's right. I need the bars and the planks, don't I? Whoops. Yeah, I got the... No, wait, I got the bar and the planks. That's weird. Hui PC game. It is PC, Mac, Linux, Android, and it will be iOS in a few weeks. So it's everything. 8 copper bars and 16 birch planks. We have those, don't we? Or do we need to... Oh, wait, no, we need to go to... No, this is Daniel. Wait, copper bars and birch planks. Copper bars, birch planks. We have 1428. Okay. That's a bit confusing. Oh, wait, I didn't accept it. Fine. Oh, crap. Now we gotta do it again. Okay. Well, that's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. Never mind. I wonder if I can just... I wonder if I can unsmelt this now. Nope. Never mind. I'll go and grab some more. It wasn't like it was a big deal. I can sell the extras anyway, or use it to kit myself out a bit better. Gotta do it after accepting it. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't accept it. I've done it every other time. Anyway. Is that the guild logo on my shield? Yes, that's the guild logo. Gold and black, because it looks awesome when it's on cloaks. The spell is not ready. This guy using a girl, rather, using a fire staff. Close range as well. Bold. Fire staff is one of the best for DPS. Very powerful. It's like a tree in a bush. It's not like a tree in a bush. No, there's the symbol there. It's a sword with two sort of symbolic stars, I suppose, on either side. A sword in a bush. Not her. All these dead animals. Nobody's skinning them either. Oh crap! I didn't realise those were violent. Yeah, I think they might be gonna... Yeah, they're gonna shred me, so... Oh crap. Let's lead them into other players. Yeah, eat them! Leave me alone! Dang it. Ugh, there we go. It doesn't matter. You'd be volunteer with that on many of your dead families turn around. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they blended in perfectly with all those dead bodies. Alright, there we go. There was no copper ore up there anyway, is what I'm looking for. Yes. Fortunately, this is a blue zone, as you can see here, which means no PvP and no penalty on death, which is nice. They have blue zones, green zones, yellow zones, red zones, and black zones in ascending order of dangerousness. I was knocked out by a cougar, yes, after talking about swords and bushes. This is turning into a very sexy live stream. Damn it. What is that? It's a marmot! It's adorable. Coincidence? I don't think so. Oh god, more cougars. They hunger for my flesh. You can also see the blue mark on the bottom right, along with the number of players. Yes, so in the blue zone, it'll just tell you the number of friendly players in the region. In everything higher than that, green, yellow, and red, it'll tell you how many aggressive players, how many PvP flagged players are in the zone. And in the black zone, it won't tell you anything, although it will still give you Zerg warnings. The phrasing is strong today. Okay, how much copper ore have we got now? We probably have enough. Oh god, yeah, we got more than enough. Alright, we'll head back, grab some more birch, and then we'll get all necessary materials for making my fire staff. Yay! And then I can burn them to the ground. Attack all those cougars with my staff. God, I really need that donkey, though. keep seeing these player abilities firing past me and thinking I'm under attack. I'm so used to roaming in the black zones at this point. That's where I spent most of my time in the beta. Shatter World. That's a pretty cool name. By the way, the Hammer Torch build was inspired by your role as town planner. I can see that. Stand there, build buildings with the hammer, and be the town crier with the torch. You originally had a hammer and a book, but the book wasn't that helpful. Yeah, what does the book do? It increases or decreases cooldown timers or something, doesn't it? Or I think that's right. I think it's a cooldown timer decrease. We'll be going in that big blue portal. Big blue portal. We'll be going in that big blue portal as soon as I get this staff as well. Hammer doesn't use many cooldown abilities. It's a casting timer. No, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, because the mages generally run with one of three things. It's a book, an orb, or something else, and I forget what the something else is. Okay, naked ladies. Rune doggle. Okay. Also, all of these little things down here on the map should be bad guy encampments that you can go into, and there's generally a sort of special tunnel in them where you can go down and hopefully find a boss to fight. I say hopefully, you better be the right level or have the right equipment rather. You don't really have levels. You better have the right equipment for it. If they do end up splitting the server into multiple, we should try and get an RP server. Well, that would be nice, but I mean, with my experience of RP servers in MMOs, it just doesn't work unless the developers sort of actively enforce it, unfortunately. But yes, if you can actually just move your characters around and there is an RP enforced server, that would be very cool. Alright, that should be... yeah, that's 27, that's more than enough. Holy skeletons. So grim. Okay, so we're going to craft the birch planks. More than enough. Good, good. And craft 8 copper bars. Yeah, 28, why not? Okay, and report back to Daniel. What is it? Oh, it's a horse's tail. Looked like that guy had a really awesome like ponytail or a cloak or something. It was a horse's tail. Alright, craft a novice's fire staff and then return to him. I'm pretty sure the mage guy is down here. Yep, there he is. Novice's fire staff. Boom. And we'll equip that. Okay, so you can see the staff has 4 different abilities. So we can go for Fire Bolt or Fire Bomb. Let's go for Fire Bolt. And we don't have any extra abilities here because it's not a high enough level. We also have Ignite and Pyroblast. And then the standard burn attack. Good. And I'll just run it with a shield for now because I need the extra defense. Yo, Lukaku. Welcome. Alright, second skin. Craft novice's helmet, chest piece, boots. I need an offhand as well, and that'll get me a cloak. Okay. We might as well craft the mage's offhand then, just to have it. Oops, you are not the mage guy. Where's the mage guy? There he is. Okay, we need cloth and leather. No cloth there. Oops. No cloth there. Ah, there's some cloth. Okay. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Thank you, Luke. Just got myself a fire staff, so we're off to burn some people with that. I say people. Animals. Alright, so we need cotton, I think it is. You're downloading the game. Found a free one. Really? You downloading this game, or you're just downloading a game? Because, I mean, you can download this game for free, but it won't let you play it for free. Oh, cotton. Don't touch it. It's mine! Yeah, boy. No, I told you it's mine. He has a better sickle than me. Stole my cotton. Bastard. Somebody make a note of his name. Flatulence. Okay. Nothing like a roasted marmot to fill the stomach on a summer afternoon. Don't kill the marmots. They're adorable. I might as well grab some tin. Oh, need an officer's pickaxe are better. Never mind then. Stop touching my cotton! No, everyone's faster than me. I need a better sickle. Well, I guess we should probably get this done as well. Kaboom! This is giving you a nice break. I'm glad to hear it. Zoom in on this grim thing. Ugh, gross. As mentioned, your friend's... Oh, right, your friend's going to give you his account, so definitely free for you. That's okay, that's cool then. As I say, if you guys are in, send me a friend request. I'll add you to the Arcanauts Guild. Aw. I don't have a good enough knife to skin these guys. Can I skin this one? Nope. You've been life drained by a Pokemon stream for the past 6 days, Lukakurai. Oh dear, leech seeded you, did it? This is mine. Which there is only one server, Musab. There's only one live server at the moment. The other server is a test server, so we're on the live one. We're live. Can't help but feel I'm getting a little bit distracted from my original purpose of getting some cotton. Never mind. I need a lot of... I don't need a lot of leather, actually, thinking about it. Depends on what I end up using in terms of armor. I think probably I'll just start with whatever. Just so I can get this quest done, and then I'll start building towards something. Torching deer is more fun. Yeah. Lukakurai, is Albion pay to play? Yes, it's pay to play. It's not a free to play game. Which is, you know, I mean, it means you need to shell out an initial bit of cash, obviously, but it's good as well in that it means that there's no microtransactions. Or, I mean, technically there are some microtransactions, but you really don't need to use them, like, at all. It's pay to buy. Oh. As opposed to what? Not pay by month, pay to... Well, it's pay... I mean, pay to buy, you're still buying the game, and then you're kind of renting it out, even on a subscription thing. But yeah, that's what pay to play means. You pay once, and then you play. But yeah, it's not subscription based or anything like that. There are microtransactions, as I was saying, in the game, but you don't really need to use them. You can use microtransactions to buy gold, for example. You can buy it with real money, but you can also buy gold with silver, which is the currency you earn in games. So if you sell a lot of stuff, you can use that to buy gold, and then use the gold to buy the premium stuff, which is awesome. I really like that. I think I'm just going to have to go like pure leather, because I'm not finding any cotton, but I'm finding a lot of animals. Look at this guy, he's just not concerned at all with the death of his friend. Yeah, that guy's got a glowing red bow. Awesome. It looked pretty morose. I don't even know if that's in reference to anymore. It's been so long. There's a guy riding a donkey. I want a donkey. We'll kill off all these guys. We'll get a lot of leather. I'll quickly slap together a novice set of medium armor. And then we'll get the cloak. And then I think they probably bug you to make novice tool. And then I think it's like, to the deer. Okay. Wow, these guys are spawning in really fast. How many hides do we have? 80? I think that's more than enough. We'll stick with that and we'll head back and get our armor. Go past these deer that just do not care. They're morose, the deer do care, they just don't know what to do about it. The deer are suffering from some deep-seated psychological problems. Serotonin deficiency, probably. You'd be too well. Yeah, it's pretty grim for the poor animals right now. I mean, they've had a nice few days, or there've been virtually nobody around. They've lived their lives in peace, and then all of a sudden, like 2 hours ago, the floodgates open, and genocide begins. I think we went the wrong way. We went the wrong way. Yeah. I miss my horse. I had a proper, like, stallion once upon a time. Luis, you thought I stopped live streaming. Well, I did for a while, because, I mean, I only ever used to live stream Mabinogi Duel, and then DevCat kind of ruined it. So, yeah, I stopped for a while. But I'm live streaming today because it's Albion Online, and I may very well do some more live streams on Albion in the future. And on Friday, I'll probably do some live streaming of Destiny 2 because the beta goes live then. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll just start seeing more live streaming. Dual Links, Albion Online, all that kind of stuff. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the leather worker. There they are. Tournament tenor. And I would like to go back to live streaming Mabinogi Duel, but they don't seem to be interested in fixing it, so... Is anyone ever even still playing Mabinogi Duel? Some people are. Hey, Journeyman Refiner. That's nice. Good. So that opens up all of this stuff. Yeah, some people are still playing Mabinogi Duel, but not as many as used to. That's for damn sure. We need to go to the Hunter's Lodge to pick up some leather armor. I'll to craft it. New patch notes came out, nothing mentioned about PvG or any of the other crap. Now, they said that they were going to be bringing the daily missions back in a revamped format, but that was it for PvG. And yeah, I mean, they're nerfing more heroes, which is just, ugh, stop doing that. The heroes are already shit. Please stop nerfing the good ones. And then they're making the ranked arena harder, which is going to encourage more gimmicks, and they are allowing you to watch live top-ranked players, which is going to piss off top-ranked players because they don't like to have the decks they're using revealed. That's why, you know, they change the cards in them before the arena thing goes live. So yeah, not great. Also, apparently the next expansion has 65 cards in it, which is less than normal. Okay, so let's get... We don't want the beginner stuff, we want the novices stuff. So let's get the novices mercenary hood, one of those, mercenary jacket, one of those, and mercenary shoes, one of those. Good, okay. And we'll just switch all this stuff around. Mend wounds, or... No, definitely mend wounds. And balance mine increases. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll put the shoes on. Good. Alright, so that's that. Nice. To be honest, that's silly. Yeah. What can they nerf eras? They're going to be nerfing apparently S and L. S, you know, if you're a fan of nerfing, you can say is fair enough because S is a really powerful character. But L, really? You nerf L and gimmick decks are going to be even more powerful than they already are. It's just getting a bit ridiculous. They seem to actually be big fans of gimmick decks, DevCat, and I'm not entirely sure why, because it is fairly poisonous to the meta, but... I mean, if everybody's running exactly the same decks, then... You know, I mean, you're going to get the cards you need, and then you're just going to stop buying more cards. So it's not good financially, it's not good for the meta, because people are going to get bored of it. Still, it's their game. They can run it into the ground if they like. To be honest, you mean the top player's attitude is silly? To a certain extent, yes. To a certain extent, no. I mean, the top-ranked players want to win. They want to climb up to top ranks. So they want to keep their stuff secret. Now, obviously, I personally don't subscribe to that philosophy because I shared every single deck I ever created. But I'm aware that just because I enjoy doing something doesn't mean that everybody should do that same thing. So the top-ranked players like to keep their plans secret, and I get it. It helps to make winning a little bit easier. And it means that people don't copy you, and then, you know, the meta shifts, and then you have to completely change your deck. It's easier. Look, Cockra, they're nerfing the only two good heroes that remained. Yes, apparently. I mean, this is just what I'm hearing. Boot Roller Soldier Hoxton. Okay. I haven't got any sort of official confirmation, but then DevCat don't talk to me. I wonder why. Look at my cloak. Isn't that awesome? Black and gold, baby. I went for black and gold, incidentally, because when you get to the top tiers of equipment, the equipment all seems to be either black or white. So black on gold works really well with those colors. So look at the other pro gamers. It doesn't really work like that. The game has as much to do with skill behind the deck as it does with the deck being made, according to the meta. It's one of the things you like about the game or liked. Yeah, except with gimmick decks. With gimmick decks, it's all about the structure of the deck, and it looks like DevCat is encouraging gimmicks. So, hooray! Luke, you don't even know why you have MD installed anymore. Nostalgia, maybe. You know, living in hope. Oh, good. It's the Heretics mission, so now we can go and do this. Where's the guy? He is hidden. There we go. All right. Journeyman's individual expedition. We will do this. Oh, we need the Journeyman Reaver unlocked first. Okay, dang it. We got to kill a few more creatures and get our fame up. Wow. Okay. That's fine. We'll go east. Will we go east or will we go north? Let's go east. Let's go east. We'll kill the heretics that are over... Are these... No, these are just mercenaries, aren't they? They're not technically heretics. Anyway, we'll go and kill some people over here and get our Journeyman Reaver up. Time to torch more animals. I'm going to torch some humans. I think the humans have had it too easy so far. This guy's role-playing. Look, he's walking back to town. Oh, no, he's running. Back on Twitch this time, Luke. Okay, good. Probably best to stick to Twitch. I'm live streaming on both YouTube and Twitch at the moment because it was just easier. The OBS was already set up for that. But I will... I know I keep saying this, but I will probably be moving over to a more permanent Twitch-based thing. If only because Twitch recently gave me sort of an affiliate status, which means that I can get donations and subscriptions and things like that now, which is nice. Time to torch some biped amimams. Yes. We'll get them right in their mammarams. Oh crap, that's wolves. I was like, oh, look at all those blacks. Oh no! Where are we? There we go. Okay, now, question is, how do we get in there? Probably around this way, looking at the map. What are humans even good for, right? Exactly. They're good for nothing other than being fodder for my staff. Okay, that's not the right way either. How the hell do I get in here? There are too many trees. They're going to burn them all to the ground. Ah, here we go. Good. Now, these might be heretics. I know the heretics for sure are in the blue portal, but there might be some in here as well. Let's see if we can find the central dungeon, because that's instanced. It's going to be a bit difficult to find people out here, because other players are wandering around killing them. But if we can find the central tunnel, that'd be good. Staff fodder. Yeah, that's the cougars. Nope, not this way. Man, I need an upgraded version of that. It's so slow. Runs out so quickly, rather. Reclipse, holy cow, you're at an Arcadean stream. I know! So exciting! I just messed up my pants a little. I can't... Wow, it was easier finding animals to kill. The humans are too smart. They're all hiding from me. Man, this is so weird. In the beta, these places were always packed. You were tripping over bad guys, but with the release and the flood of players, everyone's dead. Oh, he's a Beastmaster. He's tier 3 and he's got a couple of rats. I think we can take him. We're only wearing tier 2 stuff, but screw it. Get away, ratties, go. No. Stupid rats. Did we kill all the rats? No, I don't think so. So let's do an AoE. Damn these rats! There we go. Okay. Now we got some silver. Nice. Oh, that does count. Excellent. So we can get our quest done here. That bassoon is excellent. For those that don't know, the OST is a recorded orchestra. I do like orchestral music. What's that percentage on the profile icon? Where? Up here? That's my current weight. 68%, because I'm carrying too much stuff. I shouldn't be carrying all this stuff. I should actually have dismantled these bits of equipment, and I should have put some of these resources in my treasure chest. But I'm a moron, so I didn't. I'll do it later. I just really want to get these quests done so I can get the mount, so that I can head to Caerleon and get the island sport, my personal island and the guild island. Oh crap! Just looking at the chat. Don't worry, because your main stat is going to be bag making. Good, good. Because yeah, I need a backpack. I don't have one yet. Oop. Anyway, that's a slow. Let's change that. You're curious because yours is 100%. Oops. Well, don't go any higher than 100% or you'll get slowed all the way down. I'm pretty sure it works like that. I'm pretty sure it's maybe it's. I thought it was 60%, 68% full. I really don't know how that works now. They've changed a bunch of things in the UI since I last played, but I'm pretty sure it's 68% out of 100%. You can go well over 100%. Yeah, you can go like infinite technically, but you won't be able to run or use certain abilities. I think. Not sure about that one though. Deranged thieves. I don't need any help. You actually really like how it works. You can see how much other people are carrying by how fast they're moving. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna. That's gonna be a mixed blessing for you though, if you're gonna be a gatherer, because it means that enemies, PvP players will be able to look at you and go, "Oh wow, he's moving really slowly. He's got a lot of nice stuff. Let's get him." Only in red and black zones, of course. So I have to travel with your guild. Well, yes, if possible. Sometimes it's not possible. I won't... There we go. That was weird. I mean, obviously nice guild members with a lot of patience will run interference for you, and that's absolutely perfect. But sometimes you can't blame them if they don't want to, because it must be pretty boring just following somebody from ore node to ore node. I think we'll hang out here for a little while. We only need 13 more silvers, and they seem to be respawning pretty quick. Good lord. Adam Amir just subscribed. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. What is that guy's name? Fire Knight? Fire Knight. Wow, he misspelled knight. And Chinese user just subscribed. I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but Shishe. Oh, they're not respawning anymore. Man. Obviously, these developers are just like DevCat. They wait until I say something, and they're like, quick, now do the opposite. Oop, what? Nope, nope. Oh, damn it. Okay, this is going to sting. I'll slow them down. Oh, no. Sensual, come and help me. Great. Thank you, Sensual. You were always my favorite. Oh, God, stop shooting him. I'm sure we'll have plenty of soldiers that want that as a job, yeah. My thanks, Sensual. Pretty sure that's... is that your gold? No, it's your gold, dude. Oh, he's running away, doesn't want it. He just helped me out of the goodness of his heart. What a buddy. And now we can return to Hoxton if I can find my way out. Hello? Let's see exit. He's tanking. He was fantastic. I love that guy. He's going on the Arcanauts list on the positive side of the list. Not like Flatulence, who stole my cotton. You totally pay bodyguards some of the money you make from your bags, or give them discounts. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, if you make it a paid thing, I'm sure a lot more people would jump in. Frankly, I mean, if you say to somebody, hey, come and help guard me while I'm making stuff, and while I'm gathering stuff, and I will make you something from what we gather, that would probably be more than enough to get people to help you out. Okay, so report to Royal Soldier Hoxton. Need some better armor though. The stuff that I'm using right now is not really... Why is that guy all red? He must be using Berserk or something. Interesting. The armor I'm using right now is not perfect for a staff build. It's not terrible, but it's not perfect. Dank meme machine. Okay, and done. Oh good, next up. Okay, so acquire 1 royal horse token from the marketplace and we will get our mount. I like how we acquire a royal horse token and we get a donkey out of it. So this is the player run marketplace. There we go, royal horse token. Pick that up by... Yes. Complete take and done. Deliver items to royal commander... Oh right, it's down here. Lukakurai, for how long am I going to stream? I don't know. Definitely for another hour. Definitely for another hour, and maybe longer than that. It depends on people's interest. Once I've gone through this, which we're basically just finishing up now. And yeah, I think that is actually it. Good. So we have our mount now. There we go. I'll put some stuff away. I'm going to jump into the big blue portal to show how that runs once I put some of this stuff away. Actually, I'm going to smelt some of this. Yeah. Well, we'll try. Dank meme machine stole your username. Okay, so we'll recycle this because we've got upgraded versions of it, and we'll get some resources back. I'm going to keep this... No, I'm not going to keep the sword and shield. They're only tier 1. So we'll get rid of all of that, and we'll salvage. Okay. And then I'm going to put these resources in the chest in the center of town. And then we'll jump into the portal, then I'll come back out, I'll grab the stuff out of the chest, and then we'll head to Caerleon. Oops. Yeah, I was wondering why that wasn't working or something. I'm on the button. Sort of stack. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. And you can see that my percentage is now dropped to 4%, so only 4% loaded. Good, alright. Oh, we still don't have the Journeyman Reaver. Dang it. How close? We must be pretty close, though. We killed a lot of people. Yeah, we killed a lot of people. Alright, never mind. Let's head to Caerleon now, then. I'll get the island set up. I don't want to delay too long with that. Come on. There you go. Okay. Do you have any sense of how long it takes for the guild to get property? I mean, in what sense? Because there's a lot of different ways of getting property. Now... Oh, we probably... Oh, we can't actually get off here without taking the boat. Okay, so we need to take a boat to Forest Cross, and then Forest Cross to Limhurst, and then Limhurst to Caerleon. I think they've changed this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they've put one extra node in between. Anyway, we can make it to Limhurst. So let's... Where's the... Oh, there he is. Either private or... Yeah, sorry, yeah. It depends on exactly what you mean. If you mean like a guild island, I'm going to be getting that done like now, basically, as soon as I hit Caerleon. But if you mean how long does it take you to build buildings on those islands, it depends on exactly how helpful everybody is with gathering equipment. I can't select the guy masked by these dudes. There we go, got him. Yeah, travel to Forest Cross. Setulia, hello, welcome. So, like, would it be helpful for you to start getting stone right away? I mean, it would be region overpopulated. Interesting. It would be helpful for you to get any and all craft. Oh, right, region overpopulated, so I can't sail there? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh no, I'm in Forest Cross now. It's just identical to the other place. Okay, that's fine. If we head north twice, then we can get to Limhurst. Because you notice it was pointless for you to really gather any stone in the beta since you had no buildings to make. Yeah, basically it's helpful to just grab as much... we'll just get on the donkey up here. Helpful for you to grab as much resources as possible. If for no other reason than when newbies join, it's useful to be able to say, hey, newbies, here's a whole bunch of stuff. But I mean, even tier 1 stone is remarkably useful. Honestly, it's mostly stone for the buildings, and the more you can gather that, the better, because that's what takes all the time. Stone isn't useful for newbies. I mean, it is, because when they get their private islands, they're going to need a lot of stone in order to build their farms and their houses and buildings and all this kind of stuff that they're going to need. So it's useful to them in that sense. I mean, I didn't get a lot of buildings done in the beta simply because I got bored gathering all the tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3 stone that you needed for it. This is still a blue zone, isn't it? Yeah. Oops, wrong way. Martin, you've got a private island, so you haven't learned how building things works. I mean, it's all fairly... Oh no, I was going the right way. Oops. It's all fairly simple. I mean, the first thing you generally build is a house. Whoops, not that way, that's a trap. And the house requires rough logs and rough stone. So it's tier 1 stone, tier 1 wood. And then you can keep upgrading them. And it requires increasingly higher tier stuff. So the first upgrade will require, I think it's like just a crap load more tier 1 stuff. And then the second level requires tier 2 stuff. And then tier 3, tier 4, and so on and so forth. Ideally, you want to... I mean, all of the buildings can get up to tier 8. But ideally you want to get as many buildings as possible onto your island and then upgrade them all to tier 5. is where it all starts getting very useful in terms of profit generation and whatnot. That is, what the that is fantastic. The guy doesn't have a horse, he's just pulling his own cart. That is so cool. I don't know how these people have little like square brackets around their names. Maybe it's it might be alliances. Maybe. But and you don't suggest getting a private island until you get to the central city. It depends. If we had a super big guild and we were doing, and we had a lot of players, and we knew that we could take one of the locations. Oh good, we're in Limhurst. And we knew that we could take one of the cities. Then it's generally a good idea to build a private island wherever the, wow, that's bad lag, wherever the guild city is, your guild city is. But since we don't have a huge guild, I personally prefer to build in Caerleon, because Caerleon is the only place that gives you access to red and black zones, and it's red and black zones are the only places you can get watchtowers and T8 materials. So I will spend most of my time in Caerleon. Caerleon also branches out into every type. So you've got forest there, you've got swamp there, you've got you've got mountain there, swamp there, forest there, and desert there. So you have access in Caerleon. You have access to every single biome. So it makes it really, really easy, because no matter what you want, you can always just get it by popping out into these areas. Now they are red zones, so you have to be careful of PvP, but it's just, it makes life much easier for me personally. I do know a lot of people, well, not a lot of people. I do know some people say, you know, pick one of these towns like Limhurst or whatever that is has got what you need. In Limhurst's case, it's wood, rock, and wood ore rather, and hide. So find that, and then you can just sort of buckle down there. But I like Caerleon better. Setulia, how big is the trading part in this game? Setulia, it's as big as you want it to be. The shops, all of these shops that you can see here, all these little icons, these are all owned by players. So whoever owns it, in this case Viant, let's say, if I wanted to use this cookery station that Viant owns, I would need to pay 30% extra silver on top of whatever I was doing, and so on and so forth. So, and he needs to keep feeding it, or I can feed it for a discount. So there's that. There's also the marketplace, which is looks like it's over here. Yeah, trading. This looks like it. Yeah, so you've got an auction house where you can trade literally everything in the game, and then Caerleon, which is the central city, also has a black market trader where you can trade stuff to an NPC, and then that stuff will find its way to enemy NPCs out in the world. All of the enemies, all of the humanoid enemies that drop items, the items they drop have been crafted by players and sold at the black market in Caerleon. So trading is actually a pretty big part of this game. If you don't want to get involved in trading, you don't have to. You can do it all yourself, or you can just, you know, buy stuff off the marketplace and that's it, you're done. But if you want to get involved in trading, you know, that can easily be the entire game for you. Moth, so yeah, you wait until you get a private island until you get to Caerleon. Yep. Even then, it seems you get to Caerleon before picking a spot. Yeah, probably. Even if that spot isn't next to Caerleon itself. Yeah, I would advise going to Caerleon as quickly as possible. I'm going to do it now. It may result in my death, but probably not. Red zones and black zones are dangerous in that players can kill you there and they can loot your body and take all of your stuff. But because of that, a lot of people shy away from red and black zones. Ooh, not in this case though. 6 hostile players. We're gonna have to move quick. Okay, so I'm gonna. We're safe while we're in this little zone here, but yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to, there's no road there, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to cut straight through. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, because it's so dangerous, a lot of players do stay away from red and black zones, which means that technically it's dangerous, but because there's so few hostile players in these zones, it actually turns out to be not that dangerous in the end. But we do have 6 hostile players in here right now, and I do have to go off-road, which is unfortunate. That's an enchanted tree, by the way. If you have a high-level axe, you can get special wood from enchanted trees. And every resource has a chance of being enchanted. I don't think we want to go up there. That looks like a hell gate. Will there be raids or what the end game? There's already raids. There's 3, if I remember off the top of my head correctly. There's 3 different raids. There's like high-end Hellgate, which is you and 5 friends. It depends on the Hellgate, but like the highest end Hellgate is you and 5 friends. It's 6v6. You and 5 friends go in, and you're trying to get to the center Hellgate, and you're trying to kill the boss and get the stuff. But there is another team of 6 who are also trying to get to the center of the Hellgate and kill the boss and get the stuff. So you're not only killing the enemies, PvE enemies, you're also trying to beat off the other players as well, which is pretty interesting. Then there's node-based warfare, where you're trying to take control of maps like this one from other guilds. And that can be anywhere from, I think, 6v6 all the way up to 20v20. And then there's castle sieges, where if a guild owns a city, then once every 2 weeks, I think, I could be completely wrong about that, but once every certain amount of time, an enemy guild can basically lay siege to that place, and the defending, the current owners have to protect it, which is awesome. And then there's some solo dungeons as well that you can roam around in. So there's a lot of endgame, and if you don't want combat to be your endgame, then obviously your endgame can be setting up trading routes between guild nodes and watchtowers and central cities and things like that. You can try to become a mercantile prince. That's perfectly doable. Or you could just fight in the PvP arenas, which are not to gain anything in particular. It's just PvP combat. Or you can do the raids, or you can try to set up the best guild ever and try to take as many territories as possible. Lots of stuff. Will there be very rare items? There already are. Every item has and piece of equipment has a tier, from 1 up to basically master tier. And then in the master tier, you can get different levels of quality, from common all the way up to, I think it's exceptional. I'm not sure. It might be masterwork, might be the best one. And then, as well as that, you can also do, you can gather enchanted resources or buy them, or you can, oh crap, that's a red Hellgate, that's not good. Or you can get them off dungeons and raids and things like that, and with those special items you can fuse them to existing weapons in order to create specialized variants of those weapons, like Carrion Blade and so on. Yeah, there's the Hellgate. That's not good. Ooh. There are no hostile players here, though, which is nice to know. So you have 2 weeks of break in which people cannot siege. I don't know about the 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks in my head, but I'm not 100% certain on that, so don't quote me on it. But it is X amount of time. You can't... a city can't be under siege every single day for days in a row. That's the undead. We're not going that way. There's a watchtower node down here as well that's owned by a guild. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's neutral at the moment. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like it might be neutral at the moment. Oh. I won't take it, though. I don't have the equipment or the backup. And in order to, before the city is sieged, the defending players are all given a 2-day warning. You have to declare that you're going to attack a city 2 days in advance. At least that's the way that it was in the beta. So the defending players have 2 days to mobilize, and the siege takes place over, I think, 20 hours, and is kind of a cumulative effect. You know, the more of them, the more defending players get killed, the closer the attackers get to winning the city, the more attacking players get killed and pushed back, and so on and so forth. Let's cap it. No, all by myself in a red zone. No, these guys are all like tier 4 or 5. I got tier 2 equipment. My mama didn't raise no foolish children. Kirito will help you. Nah, probably not. He is a marksman. Yeah. Yeah, I hope he's... yeah, Kirito, I hope you're going to be using, like, Warbow or something, just so that it suits your name. Long Timber Glen. Okay, where are we? First of all, how many hostile players are there? 1. Okay, we can take the risk. We're checking. We got 1, 2. Crap. Wait, where are we? Oh, there's Caerleon. Good. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're close. All right. So we go south and then we go north. Good. Now we're actually further forward than I thought we were. You're with a bow right now, Kirito. Perfect. Excellent. Warbow is one of the best PvP bows in the game, or it was during the beta, so... you're hoping... How is it you're hoping to pronounce it? Marksman. Marksman, as in a man belonging to Mark. Yeah. So there's no fast travel. There is fast travel. You can fast travel between the outer cities. Basically anywhere that's not Caerleon. You can fast travel. But you have to pay silver based on your weight value, which you can see up here, 41% here. So the more you're carrying, the more expensive it is to fast travel. Which means that gatherers, for example, generally won't, and you can only fast travel from town to town. I couldn't, for example, stand here and fast travel. I'd have to go to a town to fast travel. So yeah, there is fast travel, but it's expensive. And if you can fast travel to Caerleon, but if you do, you can't be carrying anything, which means you can't have anything in your backpack and you can't have anything equipped. You have to fast travel to and from Caerleon naked, basically. What's the name of the NPC you talk to in the towns? Fast travel. I'm pretty sure they all have different names, but it'll have an anchor symbol on the minimap, which you open by pressing N. Can you fast travel to cities you haven't been to? Yes, you can. I mean, you can see on the world map the cities are linked together. The dot is port links, so all of the main cities are linked together. We're going north from here, aren't we? Yeah. That's been taken by a guild. So to avoid that. Brown, hello. Is there any news on when the iPad version is available? Nobody's 100% certain. The community moderators are saying that it should be in the next few weeks. So sometime before the end of August. But nobody's 100% certain. The Android version is already out, but the iOS version is taking a while just because Apple's kind of an asshole. It's always just so difficult to get stuff onto the iTunes store compared to the Android. But yeah, so the next few weeks is what the community managers are saying. No official word, but the community managers are generally pretty well plugged in. We'll just take the shortcut here to get the shield up. That's not the shield! Oh shit! I went too early. That's not the shield. That's a PvP thing. Oh god. Oh my god. That's a... Oh crap. That's not good. There's a PvP player up there as well, so... Oh boy. Founder statue, Thigh Dude. Or Thigh Dude, I suppose. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Move faster. Slothermoth, you can fast travel to more than just the adjacent link nodes, right? Any other town on the map? Yes. And you assume the further ones cost more multiplied by your weight? Yes. The further away, yeah, you can fast travel to any of the major towns. And you can fast travel, basically, towns like Thetford and so on and so forth. Okay, we're safe now, so I can show. Okay, so towns that are marked like this, you know, Limhurst and so on and so forth, these you can teleport to any of its equivalency. So you can teleport between Limhurst, Bridgewatch, Martlock, Thetford, and Fort Stirling, and that'll cost you silver. But you can't teleport from Limhurst to Forest Cross, for example. But from Forest Cross, you can fast travel to anywhere the Forest Cross is linked by a blue line to. And you can teleport to Caerleon, I'm pretty sure, from anywhere, but you have to be naked. So, Brown, you're still in Japan till mid-August anyway? Fair enough. What's up? So your queue position is 4,701 and your estimated waiting time is 1 hour and 17 minutes. Ouch. Ouch. Slothermoth, those big towns are NPC towns. Every town is technically an NPC town. But, I mean, if you mean... like, for example, these towns here are pure NPC towns. No players can buy property in these tier 2 towns. Or not these tier 2 towns, these little towns here. But the Libhurst and so on and so forth, these are, I mean, they're NPC towns and there are NPCs around, but they, players can buy property there. It's owned by Ruin at the moment, which is interesting. Actually, yeah, just out of curiosity, what's already been taken? So Ruin's taken Limhurst. Indy Spensable has taken Fort Stirling. Oops. Zoom out. Thetford is owned by Utopia. I know them. And Martlock is taken by Grey. Ooh, and there's an upcoming battle. Zorn wants it. So here's an example there. So at 10 p.m. UTC, which is in 6 hours and 48 minutes, Zorn is going to be attacking from Eldon Hill, which is up here. So they found a siege encampment here, took it, and declared war on Grey. Pretty awesome. You mean they aren't owned by a guild? All right, okay. So NPC towns, yeah. In terms of not owned by a guild, yeah, these little ones with the house symbol, these are not owned by guilds. These big ones here are owned by guilds. Caerleon can also be owned by a guild as well. It's currently owned by Orcs de Chanduras. And then, so this stuff can't be owned by guilds. But then up here, there's a lot of stuff here you can see that is owned by guilds. Watchtowers and encampments and things like that. So Tulio, so is this game playable on a tablet? Yes, it is. Currently it's only available on Android tablets, but they're working on iOS at the moment. So which types of cities can and can't be owned by a guild? Any city that appears as a 3D model can be owned by a guild. Any city that appears as a flat 2D icon cannot be controlled by a guild. Those are cities and towns. In terms of outposts and things, you can see when you zoom all the way into the map, anything that looks like this with a flag over it, those can be controlled by a guild. So this one, for example, is owned by Les Gaulois, and they have a watchtower there. They're currently being attacked by Ortam, which is going to happen in 3 hours and 46 minutes. And because they own a watchtower here, it means they can control the resources in this area, so they will get extra good spawns of these resources. So the cities and territories closer to Caerleon are worth more. Well, I mean, worth more. I don't know. Each of these individual cities, there's 5 for each of the different biomes. I mean, worth more than what? Because there are no towns and cities that are closer or further to Caerleon. They're all exactly the same distance. Each one of them will take 5 map transfers to get to Caerleon. There are, well, okay, well, as I'm saying, Moth, there are no cities that are further out. All these cities are exactly the same distance. I thought you hooed that there were more above and below. Nope. You get these ones here, but these can't be owned by guilds. Stepcross and things can't be owned by guilds. Only these ones can be owned by guilds. Showed. New. Watchtowers can be owned by guilds. Things like this can be owned by guilds, but these aren't cities. The only towns and cities that can be owned by guilds are the 3D models, and there are only 5 of those. Alright, so we actually made it to Caerleon without being murdered. Fantastic. So, now that we're here, I will not drop my stuff off, there's no point, but I will look for the merchant guy. Where's the island guy? Incidentally, that's the picture of the anchor. That'll show you where you get the transformation stuff. Vanity Merchant, Auction, Black Market, Artifact Foundry. Artifact Foundry is where you upgrade to like the super special versions of weapons. Repair Station. Okay, we'll just... oh, here he is. Here's the island guy. You can tell, you can't really see it because people are masking it, but there's a tub here with a picture of... Yeah, there's an island in there, you can see. So, let's see if we can talk to him. There we go. Good. Alrighty. So there are up to 5 big guilds active at a time, and then any number of smaller guilds. Kind of. The thing is, a lot of the big guilds won't bother with the cities. It's nice to have. You can get tax and all kinds of stuff, and it's a good status symbol. But you don't need a city, necessarily. What a lot of them will do is they will focus entirely... I'll come out of this for now. They'll focus entirely on owning territory, watchtowers and things up in the black zones. The black zones... this is tier 7. I'm kind of looking for tier 8 zone. Well, this will do. So let's say, for example, a guild owns this, the Bleakmoor. They can get up to tier 7 stuff. So they can control this, which means they get the best possible spawns, and they can get the tier 8 equipment. The guild v guild fight is about to happen soon. So these guys can get the best possible resources. They can get the tier 8. Only watchtowers in black zones can get the tier 8 material. So they'll focus on taking as many of these territories as possible, so they can get as much tier 8 material as possible. Then they'll just teleport to Caerleon, because that's free. And they'll sell all of their stuff there, and they'll make absolute freaking fortune. So, owning cities can be handy. As I say, tax and stuff like that. But again, it's not necessarily one of those things that a big guild has to do. Cities are the only place where you can set up crafting shops. Yes, but you don't need to own the city in order to set up a crafting shop there. You can set up a crafting shop anywhere where there's a free place. So, like here, for example. Let's see if I can go over there. I'll see if we can take a spot. Oops, I accidentally left because we're looking at the chat. You don't need to own the city. No, you don't need to own the city to buy land. But the guild that owns the city, I'm pretty sure, can declare tax stuff. Ugh. Just have to wait here. They can declare tax. So if it's your guild, then it's fine, no big deal. But if it's not your guild, then you still need to pay the tax. Most people have their own private islands for crafting. Generally not. Crafting in towns is better than crafting in... hold on. Crafting in towns is generally better than crafting on your island, because crafting in town on these places gives you extra options that you don't get that you don't get when you're doing it on your island. Okay, so for example, the real estate. The next auction for this spot of land is going to happen in 4 days and 20 hours. So when that happens, you can say, okay, I bid 2,000 silver, and somebody else, I bid 3,000, I bid 4,000, blah, blah. Whoever wins gets it until the next bidding period, or they destroy it, or they just let it lapse, or they open it up for sale. So, yeah. It'd be nice to find some stuff. I mean, what most people will have done in order to get these things set up immediately is they're going to have spent like all of their gold, which is a bad idea. Now, I've had to spend some gold in order to get the guild created, because I wanted to get that up and running as quickly as possible. And I may spend some more gold to get the guild island up and running, but if you're one of the people who had a founder pack, for the love of God, do not spend your gold, okay? Do not spend it for any reason. You get really bad transfer prices right now, so don't do it. Don't do it. Kirito Mogsman, you messed up and you have 102% weight and you're far away from storage. Whoops. You can discard something to get yourself back down to reasonable weight levels. Just go into your inventory, click on something, and then just drag it into empty space, and it'll ask you if you want to discard it. Okay, so a guild island. Yeah, see, a guild island is going to cost 25,000 silver. Now, I'm actually wondering if I want to do that. Having said that I'm going to do it, I'm wondering now if it's a good idea. If I sold 100 gold, yeah, I mean, if I sold 1,000 gold, I'd have it, but that's a lot of gold to sell. I may not, to be honest with you guys. I may turn this into a everybody please chip in something kind of thing. Let's see, the private island's fine though, 6,250. We can get that by doing the other stuff, so that'll be fine. You would slowly fill up your weight a lot, sometimes like 160%, then slowly trudge back to town. Yeah, that's fine. If you're not in a PvP zone, that's fine. If you are in a PvP zone, you're basically just asking to be murdered. Also remember that when you get onto a mount, your weight, your current weight percentage drops. So if I get off my mount and get out of its radius, you see I'm up at 62%, whereas when I'm on the mount, I'm only at 41%. Okay, so that's Caerleon. It's a really good idea to hang around in here. Get your private islands and stuff sorted out. We'll head back. In fact, actually, I was going to say we'll head back to Limhurst, but we won't because I know that Avarita has started up in the mountain range, so we'll actually head to Fort Sterling, and that way we can all be together. So, when everybody plays, try to head to Fort Sterling, please. That's what you said when you're not in a PvP zone. Alright, yeah, I didn't see the top part. Using the mount smartly is kind of a fun mini-game when you're collecting resources, yes. Yeah, you do have to, if you're going to be a gatherer, especially in the PvP zones, you got to really sort of manage your mount usage, because that's the best way of keeping yourself alive. Where, Kirtan Marksman? Hold on, I'll pop open the map. Fort Sterling is up here. It's up in the mountain range. So try to make it to Fort Sterling if you can. You can take a boat from any city, so if you're in Martlock or Thetford or Bridgewatch or Limhurst, you can talk to... see if we can zoom in. No, we can't. Yeah. Well, you can talk to a guy who on the minimap is marked by an anchor symbol, and he will... he'll take you where you need to go. Now, I shouldn't have done that. We're here, so I need to go... Oh, that's interesting. There's a secret zone, but we're not going there. So, northeast, southeast. Okay, northeast, southeast. Sloth. No cities on the northern two continents. No, there are no cities on the northern continents. There were, but they got rid of them because apparently it was dragging the player base over there. So now all the cities are on the southern continent, and all the tier 8 and black zones and stuff like that are on the northern continent. And the only way to access the northern continent is via Caerleon. We have 4 hostiles. That's not good. Weird. Well, yeah, I mean, the player base, I wasn't really around when they had cities on the northern continent, so I don't really have anything to compare it to, but the player base as a whole seemed to think it was a really good choice to get cities off the northern continent. So I assume having cities up there was doing something negative to the player base. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Ah, god damn it, I'm getting ganked. Oh, well, god. Yep, there we go. That's what happens. No big deal. Oh, snap! Alright. Just throwing a little shade at them. That was ugly. Yeah, that was just really, really bad timing. I mean, what are the odds they would all be gathered around there? And you can see I have lost all my shit. Oh, that is not good. Oh, that is not good. Wah, wah, wah. So I can go and find my body and grab all the stuff they didn't take, which is, there's one way of doing it. Or I can just teleport now. Since I'm naked anyway, I can just teleport straight up to that town, which is what I'll do. Bandit gang, yes. So how much of your cash monies do they get? They basically get everything that was on your body. They don't get any of your silver, although they are awarded a silver amount based on the durability loss, I think it is. Can't get to this guy. There we go. There we go. Alright, so... Fort Sterling, you can see it's completely free, because I'm completely naked. Traveling from this location does not permit luggage. Based on durability loss of what? Your equipment. Every time you get killed in PvP, it lowers the durability of your equipment. Guys, help! I've been mugged! Oh god, it was horrible. They took my staff. I made that staff. I raised it from a little baby. A little sapling. Can't see everyone because the region's overpopulated. They get awarded money based on how low you... No, when you are killed in PvP, your equipment suffers a durability loss. Based on the durability loss of your equipment, they get awarded a certain amount of silver. So, I mean, I don't know what the calculation is, but if you lose, you know, if you're wearing all 5 pieces of equipment, then it'll all take a durability loss of like 2%, let's say, in which case they will get, you know, 50 silver for every piece of equipment that lost durability. Again, I don't know what the algorithm is, but that's basically how it works. That's how it works in the green and yellow zones, anyway, and I'm pretty sure it works the same way in the red and black zones. Poor staff fitted so much stuff. I did. I love that staff. Let's see if I can just... not flamers. Well, fire. Yeah, and obviously fire staff. 45 silver. I'll just buy some more equipment. There we go. Now, I mean, generally you should be getting like up to tier 2 with all of your stuff. Tier 3 is probably even better with like all of your gathering stuff. But you should only, if you're not if you're not a professional gatherer, you should only be focusing on like one thing at a time. So I may not bother recreating all my tools. I may just create probably a hatchet, probably focus on wood. The economy needs your love anyway. The economy doesn't need my love. They're doing perfectly fine. Okay, let's see. Armor, I want tier 2. Let's go with only cloth. Okay, so the novice scholar's robe, 200 silver, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I keep saying that and I keep rethinking. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I am going to get a sickle. I'm just going to get rid of that. Sickle. Right. For 50 silver, that's fine. And I'll harvest some cotton and I'll just make myself some cotton. Now, the book required leather as well, didn't it? So... beginner skinning knife as well. There we go. Right, and that'll allow me to get all of the stuff I need. Yeah, just take one. Oh wait, they got my donkey. Oh crap! That's so annoying. My poor donkey. Wah wah wah. Encouraging the people who are selling things here. Yes. Yes. Oh boy, that's no. Yeah, I don't have... I can't ride the Journeyman's riding mount because I don't have necessary level in, I think, Reaving or Adventuring. I'm not sure. So, that's annoying. That's annoying. Never mind. We'll make do with what we have. You should tell them about the localized markets. People who don't know. Okay, yeah, I think it's cool. So yeah, basically these markets, the auction houses, they are unique to each individual zone. So Fort Sterling has its own auction house. Thetford has its own auction house, and so on and so forth. Everywhere that has an auction house, it has its own auction house. It's one of the reasons I like Caerleon, actually. The prices tend to be better for stuff in Caerleon. You can sell for higher, from a seller's perspective, you can sell for more stuff. This is gonna kind of suck. Yeah, this is gonna kind of suck. I'm gonna have to walk all the way. Because I really kind of want to get to Mountain Cross. I suppose it's only 2 though, isn't it? It's probably fine. And it's blue, so actually no, it's fine. I can get this, okay. Good. So you go to places not near a mountain, sell stuff that requires ore, you can get a better price. Yes, and that is something that traders will do. I went to press F to get my run, but it doesn't work. Yeah, that is something that traders will do. They will gather ore up here, for example, and then they will put it onto an ox, and they will just all the way back home. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh god, this is gonna take a while. I'm bummed that I lost my donkey. When we get to the town, I'm gonna double check what I need in order to gain access to it. To the journeyman horses. Because the donkeys are pretty slow. They're not good mounts, but certainly faster than walking. Situations like that where I really needed the assassin's coat, I would have been able to go invisible and just sneak off. Those punks. Oh! They grabbed my ass! Bastards. What was that? Association of Worthless Intent. Good lord, now that's a guild name. What the hell is that guy doing there? There's no name or anything, he's just standing there. Okay. That's creepy as hell. Was there ever a less dignified guild leader? Come join my guild! Clothing optional! Somebody give me a ride. Speed Devil, you're naked. Take pity on a fellow naked person. Boorman stopped to get an eyeful. I don't blame him. Look at that badonkadonk. Ziggig. Yeah. Oh man. Look a bit like Flash Gordon. Yeah, I'll take that. Flash Gordon was awesome. Had a theme song sung by Queen. Flash. Oh. He's savior of the universe. Dun 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 dun. Gordon's alive, alive, alive. What do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching? Flash. Oh. Flash, I love you, but we only have 14 hours to save the Earth. Okay, good. We're here. Hey. Right, now where's the... There he is. He'll save every one of us. Stand for every one of us. Flash. Okay, so yeah, we need cotton and leather and then just cotton for that. Okay. So there should be some... It doesn't look like this place is too busy. Although actually it looks like everybody's just invisible because it's overpopulated. Oh, never mind me then. Still, hopefully there will be some cotton left up around here. Come to daddy! Yeah, boy. The whole OST was actually written by Queen, believe it or not. I believe it. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, how could you not love it? Flash Gordon. Songs by Queen, starring Brian Blessed. I love Brian Blessed. It's awesome. It's a real shame if you rewatch it, they barely use it, it's mostly silent. Yeah. Oh, that's the Skinner. Where's the... Man, I love those old movies. Okay, 14 cloth. Forgot what I was saying for a second there, but it's all good. Yes, when they do, it's phenomenal. Gotta love Queen. Freddie Mercury, my man. Nope, that's wrong. I'm not paying attention. Okay, let's get the robes. Can't get the robes, let's get some shoes. Because I want to look weird. Oh yeah, boy, underpants and socks. I'm bringing sexy back. Meow. Yep, classy. It's the only word for me. Nope. Nope. Long socks, undies, and one long rod. Oh yeah, I know what the ladies like. Hey mama. Okay, that gives 16. I think that should be enough for the chess piece. Though it's a shame to cover up all of this. Wow. I have to stop making myself a little nauseous. Good. Okay, there's the robe. And... probably just want to go for mend wounds. I'm not really planning on getting into combat, so... if I do, I'm dead anyway. Cool, I look like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Young version, Ewan McGregor era. You hope they add a few more body types in eventually, just so there's more variety. They might, but they probably won't, simply because of the processing power. They're trying to make it so that the game can run easily on mobile phones, and if they have, like, you know, fat body types, for example, or short body types, they're going to have to create new models for the clothing and the weapons. And whilst it doesn't add up to a lot of server load, it adds up to enough that it probably wouldn't work for mobile. You're almost in Fort Sterling, Kirito. Excellent. Good. Good. I'm not in Fort Sterling because I'm getting all of my equipment, but once I've gotten all of my equipment back, I'll jump back into Fort Sterling. What's that? 5? That's not enough. Come on, girlie. I'll give you a show. I'll be Johnny Bravo. I'll give you a show, hot mole. You should give me more cotton. Thank God for these premium bonuses, though. Also, if anybody does have these premium bonuses and stuff that they get from the claim rewards, make sure that when you claim it on the character that you are planning on keeping. Don't claim it on an alt or a toon or something like that, because if you end up deleting it or moving it or whatever like that, the stuff doesn't transfer. It's unique to that particular character. Okay, let's get ourselves our cowl. And now we're looking more like a mage. There we go. That's pretty unimpressive, honestly, but it's more impressive than our naked butts flapping in the breeze, so we'll make it work. Now, gonna go and kill something to get a book, and then I can head back to Fort Sterling. Should have gone with a pompadour. Yeah, for the Johnny Bravo, absolutely. I love Johnny Bravo. Okay, somebody's already killing those foxes. Come on, foxy mama. Where are those foxes at? Yeah, you'll do. Actually, I'm not sure if you will do. Will you do? I will help! Can I skin it? No. What? So you literally can't go to a hotel without thinking of Johnny Bravo because of one episode. Johnny Bravo gets into your head that way. I can't, What? Why wouldn't it let me? Oh, because it's tier 2 it requires. Wow. So I do need to kill the foxes, damn it. I can't see the Girl Scouts without thinking of a Johnny Bravo episode where he wants them to crush coal into diamonds with their hands. And I don't want to hear any of this, ooh, the sharp edges cut my hands. Yeah, Johnny Checkout times it too. Oops, that's going the wrong way. Yeah, Johnny Bravo is just phenomenal. Everyone's got to love Johnny Bravo. It's the law. I lost my cloak as well. I just realized that. God damn it! The cloak actually burns me up more than the donkey does. Just the golden era of cartoons. It is. Yeah, that was just such a good time to be into cartoons. I mean, we're just coming off classic Hanna-Barbera stuff, and that was still around, which was phenomenal. And then we also got, you know, Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack and Powerpuff Girls and all this other awesome stuff. Most of those Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon cartoons came from the same school you got your bachelor's degree. Cool. Wow, I am not finding any animals. I mean, actually, yeah, there's a reason for that. It's not... Alright, I'm just going to have to stick with the foxes then, it looks like. At least we can run quickly again. Cal Arts. Yeah, it's a pretty famous school. So that makes sense. Hey, that guy's got black and gold as well. Give me your cloak! I was mugged, so I'm spreading the love. School founded by Walt Disney in the 60s, really? Ooh. I mean, for a Nazi, the guy did a lot of good stuff. Did I watch the final season of Samurai Jack? No, I don't. I mean, I don't kind of watch seasons of cartoons. I just sort of pick them up as I go. You know, when they're on or when I happen to have some free time. I'm just like, hey, I'll just watch some Samurai Jack. I'll watch some Adventure Time. I'll watch some this. I'll watch some that. But I very rarely, you know, seasons. Damn it. Some invisible guy here stealing my stuff. No, God, I need the fox. I just need some leather. Samurai Jack ended way back, like in 2004. Well, okay, because it's back for one season, so I wasn't sure which one you were watching, which one you meant for the final season. Oh, God damn it, I'm never going to get this fox, am I? I mean, what is this? Oh, well, there's somebody using bows, so I guess it makes sense. Oh, did I get it? I think I got it. That's mine! I mean, this new version of the show, which is much darker. Which is saying something, because the original show was surprisingly dark as well. Got the hide. You thought that's why it was cancelled? It could have been. Who knows, really? You just keep cancelling good shows. And then they come back, and then you have no idea how long they're going to be back for. Like Young Justice. This is the right leather. Gone through all of this nonsense, and yes, it was. Thank goodness. Okay, so I need a cloak, just because. I need a backpack. I need another mount, but that's not going to happen for a while. So where's the tool guy? Nah, I can't make that. I could make this, though. I could make myself a cloak if I just got some more cotton, so that's good. Musab, last 5 minutes, we need to go out now. Is there an auto kicker for AFK players? I think there is. I think if you're AFK for 15 minutes, you're kicked out. Just standard policy. But, I mean, the only reason you're in the long... Dang it, somebody took it. The only reason you're in the long queue right now is because... is because of the initial flood of players. It'll be much better later. I'm just going to have to just sit here clicking on this thing. About Walt Disney being a Nazi, the rumours / jokes about his body being frozen and buried underneath the school. Well, I mean, his head's frozen. So, I guess it makes sense that his body would be as well. Who is gathering all the cotton here? Who's doing it faster than me? If you're doing it faster than me, it means that you have a higher level... tool than me, in which case you shouldn't need cotton. Go get flax. You're so mean to me. Okay. Oh god. Harvest faster. Oh come on, how did somebody get it before me? Somebody was already harvesting that. This is bullshit. Yeah, basically everybody here is invisible because the region is overpopulated. So somebody is gathering all the cotton, like all of it, which is annoying. And they shouldn't be doing that. It's not very polite. And they're doing it with a high-ranked sickle as well, which means they don't need the cotton. They should be getting flax. Oh, god damn it! I know that it's the same person as well, because he's left his donkey there and it hasn't disappeared, which means he's still within the radius. So this is one guy gathering all this bloody cotton. Stop doing that! I need it! I need it for cloak. No! I'll try one more time. Show him what else I can do. Well, I'm invisible as well, so I can't show him anything to do with sickles. Wish this guy would move on, though. He doesn't need this much bloody cotton. He's just denying everybody else cotton. Literally doesn't need this much cotton. Ah, screw it. Never mind. He's broken me. I am a broken man. I'll do without the cotton for now. This is the mountains as well, so it's not like I can gather cotton anywhere else. Oh no, I can. Okay, so if I go out this way, hopefully I can find a little bit. Kirito, you're in Fort Sterling now. Good, excellent. So make Fort Sterling your base temporarily. Don't buy any islands in there or anything yet, unless you're absolutely certain you want to spend most of your time in Fort Sterling. But yeah, just start keeping your resources in the Fort Sterling chest. So we've got 195 people in here. I don't think this is going to make it any easier for me to find cotton. We'll do what we can. Hopefully most people are out here looking for stone for their islands. A lot of ore, a lot of stone. Absolutely zero cotton so far. Oops, that's a Hellgate. So that's one of the group PvG zones, PvG/PvP. You can jump in there with a group, and it's you and another team racing to get to the boss and to kill him. And you can kill each other as well. Nope, that's just... I was promised cotton. What's that? Rough logs. That's not what I need. Man, I may need to head back into town just because doesn't actually appear to be any cotton. Despite this being a zone that has it for sure. Nope. Rutherford Hayes. There's copper and tin there. Yeah, there is. But, ooh. Oh. Just got kicked out. Uh-oh. Double check that it's not my internet. Nope, not my internet. Good. That's something at least. No, not that. Yeah. So yeah, there's copper and tin. I don't have a pickaxe on me at the moment. I just want the cotton so I can get myself a cloak, but I'll probably give up on that. What happened? I have no idea. Looks like the server's just crapped out. Yeah, failed to connect to server. Kind of sad, a whole new wave of people playing. It's taking forever to get on now. Yeah, there's a lot of people jumping in now. You got disconnected as well, Miss Sab. Yeah, they may have just disconnected just 1 minute played. Well, I hope it was a good minute. Yeah, it's just a server load issue, I imagine. Definitely need more servers. Well, I mean, there's a massive influx right now, but generally you can expect to keep like 50% of the initial flux. So the server's going to be rough for 24 to 48 hours, but then after that it should settle down fine. Yeah, it says failed to connect. They'll just be down. Hopefully it's just a temporary little crash, and it'll be back up in a couple of minutes. We'll hang around and find out. I like the background. It's new. It's very pretty. This guy has a horse. Very jealous. They all have cloaks. No, this guy doesn't. I don't know if this one does. Is that part of a cloak? I just noticed she's a fire mage. Aha! There we go. Using a mage's cowl, what looks like leather armor, and leather leggings. There was plenty of us without the newbies. What, you mean you and all the other legendary founder pack buyers? Yeah. Well, most people will not. Well, not most people, but a lot of people won't stick with the game because it's just attrition. So the servers will be fine, like 24 to 48 hours, but until then, you know, you're just gonna put up with this nonsense. Oh. I say we'll give it another few minutes, and if it comes back up, then great, we'll carry on. If not, I'll just stop the live stream. And we'll probably pick it up again tomorrow, and hopefully more people can join in, and we can get some guild runs going. We can try jumping into some hell gates and things like that. That should be fun. Let's see if we can identify what everybody is using, shall we? It's a horse with full metal armor and one-handed. Okay, sword in one hand and a spear in the other. She's using a two-handed fire staff, so it must be a greater fire staff. This one's running what I can only assume is a dagger and I forget what those are called, but a single-handed crossbow. Sword and shield on that guy. Kirito, you gotta go, so we'll see each other in the game tomorrow. Okay, Kirito. Moth, your kitten must find my voice soothing. She hasn't gone into berserker attack mode since the stream started. Yes. I am debating with myself whether or not to go with a I've always had a way with pussies, but I think it's a little too coarse for me, so I won't say it. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting back in, unfortunately. That's a shame. On the plus side, I mean, I assume the servers are going to come back up in the next like hour or two, so I can play by myself and get myself up to a point where I actually look, you know, where I'm in a decent state, I suppose, to actually do stuff. Both coarse and coarse and coarse. Par for the coarse. Par for the coarse. Coarse. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Ba-bum, bum. I was hung on connecting for a longer time than before now. Yeah. The chat on the screen actually looks quite good with that as a background, doesn't it? There we go. Par for the course in the sense that it is far too easy of a pun. Well, to be fit, no, par for the course. Par is good. If you're a golfer and you get par on every single hole, that makes you a scratch golfer. That makes you a damn good golfer, a professional golfer. Par is the number at which a professional would expect to do the hole. So, par for the course is not too easy, okay? Par for the course means a professional does it, so I will take it as a compliment. Brian, obviously a lot of people paid the $100 a couple years ago, played for a few months, got the idea of the game, waited for release. Yeah. Which is I mean, it's surprising in a way. Not surprising in another way, because I mean it's pretty cool that they have this whole thing about you can play it on PC, play it on Mac, play it on Android, play it on iOS, and so on and so forth. But sight unseen, a lot of people playing $100 is surprising. But hey, turned out to be worth the investment, I think. I bought the $30 founder package, so yeah, I mean I've been playing for a couple of months now, but didn't get in until today because I'm one of the poor scraps. Mars, you thought par means average. Oh, we're back in. No, par doesn't mean average. Let's see if we can actually log in though. Hey, and we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell was I doing? I was looking for cotton, wasn't I? And then I kind of decided I was going to not bother with that. So instead, let's find things to kill, because I'm pretty sure this is blue zone, yeah. So we don't need to worry about PvP. I am pretty sure I am very close to the Reaver thing that we need. Journeyman Reaver, yeah. So if I can get that, we can jump into one of the things I can get a big boost to my silver. So like par is the minimum you have to get to succeed, and if you get sub-par, then you're kind of barely scraping by. Idiomatically, par for the course means standard, not average, but standard. You know, a normal level of something. Sub-par does mean below average, idiomatically, but again, I mean, it doesn't. It's one of those things where the individual word par does not mean average. Par is a specific term for golf that means the number of strokes you would expect a professional to take in order to get the ball in the hole, kind of thing. It's like when you say somebody is worthless and you say they're at the bottom of the totem pole. Technically speaking, that's wrong. Because in Native American culture, the bottom of the totem pole was where they put the important icons and spirits and so on and so forth, because that's where you could see them. All the less important ones were put up at the top because you couldn't really see them. So, bottom of the totem pole actually technically means you're this super important guy, but we use it wrong idiomatically. So, but in golf, if you get under par, doesn't it mean you're doing badly? If you get under par, then you're doing well. If you get under par, if you're sub-par, then you're doing well, technically speaking, because you want to get in there as few strokes as possible, not more. So if you get in under par, you're a really good golfer. So yeah, sub-par doesn't make sense in a literal, logical, what the word means sense. Yeah, below par is better than par. Bottom of the totem pole is actually a good thing, and so on and so forth. English is just stupid. It's just, well, language is just stupid. I say English, but then I suddenly remember that Japan has a saying, in order to indicate beauty, they say that a woman's skin is as white as the belly of a fish. So, speaking of dumb things to say, language is the worst. Yeah, we should all just go back to grunting and beating each other over the head with clubs. They make the dating scene so much easier. Alright, so I'm trying to make my way around to one of these outposts, one of these heretic outposts, so that we can kill some guys and get our Journeyman Reaver up. Why can't we just communicate telepathically? Because don't nobody want to hear what's in other people's thoughts. Seriously. Could you imagine having a direct route into Trump's brain that you couldn't turn off? Ugh. So much information lost in language anyway. Well, that's because people are bad at language. That's why I'm extremely precise with my language. It bothers me when other people aren't. Oh, hey, there's the... no, we can just jump in here. Perfect. Wild shaft. That's what they called me at school. Oh, dang it. Somebody else is down here, so it looks like it's already been cleared out. Ah, poop. I thought this was instanced. There's a guy in chat called heterosexual male, which is just... okay. Not sure why you think anybody cares. Not just because people aren't bad at language, but that's a fair point as well. But anytime you change the medium of something, I thought the words, it loses some data to it. Yeah, yeah. To a certain extent. On the other hand, I often think that some people don't actually know what they want to communicate. They have some vaguely understood thought in their heads, and then emotions get involved, and then they verbalize it, and then they get angry that nobody understands what they're saying. But if you try to pin them down, they actually don't know what they're trying to say either. So even telepathic communication would not help. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's see if we can find anybody else to murder. Boom, 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 boom. Oh wow, he's just gonna take that fireball. Ooh, he left that to the last minute. Best communicators with language speak poetically, which actually conveys meaning behind the dictionary / coded definition of the words being used. Yeah, true. There's a lot to be said for that. I mean, it's one of the reasons why we use you know, metaphors and similes and so on and so forth. You know. Blind as a bat is just it's just a very, very easy way of getting across your meaning without using sort of literal logical words. Yeah. Thorsius. Yeah. Fights minotaurs with lightning. Outstanding. I'm beginning to regret coming to Fort Sterling. There's nothing here to kill. Back where I was, there were a lot of animals at least to murder. There's nothing here. Why are we going to a mountain in the middle of nowhere again? Well, it's because this is where Avarita started out, or set up the base. So I figured it would just be easier to link up with people who were already in the game and established with resources and whatnot, but looks like a lot of people have had the same idea, more than in the other zones. I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense. You're going to go to where the resources you want are, and most people are going to be running you know, metal armor and sword and shield. That's just standard for what most people default to. So, of course, you're going to start out in the mountains. That's where you get all of the iron ore. Not brilliant for us, though. I don't care about ore. So it's not a great place for me resource-wise. I may see how much it'll cost me to just go right back to the forest zone again. And I could just pay the silver to come back up to Fort Sterling when I need to. Personally, I want to live in the bog, so you can make lots of frog skin bags for us all. That's where I started out when I was doing the beta, was in the swamp, and it really got to me after a while. It's a really depressing place to... yeah, I'm just going to kill the rabbits, literally, just to get some fame points and get that Reaver thing up a little bit more. Sorry, bunnies. The game made me do it. Ready to get out of the... Yeah, the swamp is just a really depressing place to spend a lot of time. It's a very cool aesthetic, but depressing as hell. Where the heck am I? I'm in Cross Gorge. How did I get to Bryn Gorge? That's weird. Oh. I wandered way off track. By the way, is the cost of traveling not too bad? So if you didn't want to live in the mountain there, you could travel back and forth. You can't really turn it into like a daily commute sort of situation. Because that'll very quickly drain your cash. I think the cheapest... I don't know, I mean the cheapest I saw when I was doing beta was like 1,000 silvers, something like. But I was, you know, I mean I was carrying a lot of valuable stuff and a lot of heavy stuff, so it may be cheaper if you're not carrying much. But yeah, it's deliberately been designed so that people don't just, you know, fast travel, fast travel, fast travel, fast travel. They want to try to polarize player bases. What's that, rough logs? No, just rough logs. Anybody here to murder? No? No. Disappointing. That guy's still there. That's weird. You like that the game's supposed to be about traveling across the world with different biomes anyway? Yes. And it's supposed to make it a bit terrifying to do so as well. I mean, as we saw in my case... Hey, naked ladies. As we saw in my case, you can very easily lose all your stuff. And we're out again. Damn it. I hope they don't teleport me back to Bryn Gorge. I didn't know I was in Bryn Gorge. Wah wah. Brutal murder. It was very brutal murder. 5 of them just boof. Well, descended upon my body like a pack of bleeding locusts. It's horrifying. You know, this looks like it's going to start happening fairly regularly now. It is cool that you can make a living as a bandit gang, though. Yep, yeah, it is cool. It's another endgame thing as well. I mean, you can just get yourself and a group of friends together and you can just banditize people. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to aim for it, but I'll probably end up doing it on a couple of occasions, given that I won't be a gatherer, you know. And if I need some ore, I'll just be like, hey, that guy's got mining ore, let's kill him. And then I'll take his ore, if I need it. Yeah, so anyway, yes, this looks like it's going to be happening more and more frequently now. It looks like the servers are beginning to get hit stronger and stronger as more people wake up and come home from work and so on and so forth. So it's been 2 hours, so I think we will actually just stop the live stream there, and I will... I'll do some more work on this tonight myself, just try to get myself into a situation where we can actually go out and do some more stuff and we can gather together as groups. Get out and kick some ass, which will be nice. And then we'll do the live stream again probably tomorrow. So same time as today, 3 PM GMT plus 1, which is 2 PM UTC. Makes it easier for people. So yeah, thanks for stopping by the stream, everybody that did. I'll jump into Discord once this is done, and you know, answer any questions and chat and sort of organize anybody else that wants to get involved in the guild and whatnot. So if you want to get involved with that, jump into the Discord channel. But apart from that, yeah, we're basically done. So thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching. It's been awesome, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow.